Hello, this is Pac Pal, the arcade game. This is actually a ROM extracted from the Steam version of Pac-Man Museum Plus. There are 4 or 5 games you can extract from that with a script that I got from GitHub, and then play them in the emulator of your choice. This is running in MAME. So let's go ahead and give it a virtual credit. This game came after Super Pac-Man, which I played a little while ago. It's a little more complicated. So now you've got this AI character who steals items on the playfield, and I think if they steal the item, you get no points for the item, I don't think. You don't get that orange, it's mine. There's also this weird opaque tunnel here, which I guess is just there. Oh, and when you have this, you can fire a sonic blast to stun the ghost. Oh, I let her get away with that Galaga ship? I don't know, whatever it is, Galaga. So there's still, as in Super Pac-Man, you've got keys and doors, and that's all rather complicated. And now you've got this girl stealing your stuff. That's even more complicated. I guess they wanted to break things up a bit. Yeah. Hang on a sec, I forgot something. Let me pause this recording and look something up. Okay, I didn't expect that. So Toru Iwatani, who created Pac-Man at Namco, was the designer for Super Pac-Man, their attempted follow-up after Miss Pac-Man. The hack had done really well stateside. Namco wanted to make their own actual... Oh, that wasn't my friend, that was a ghost. Oh my gosh. Namco wanted to make their own, Pac-Man follow-up, rather than just continuing to sit on their laurels. God, this blast is so loud. I guess I get points for blasting them, though. So they got Iwatani to make Super Pac-Man, but Super Pac-Man was pretty much a commercial failure, according to Wikipedia. So the next year they wanted to try again, but they didn't have Iwatani involved this time. I guess they figured he just didn't have what it took to come up with a Pac-Man follow-up. I don't know, who knows? Maybe he was busy with something else that was important, or maybe he was on vacation, who knows? It actually doesn't say who the designer was on Wikipedia. It doesn't mention that. But it definitely does not list Pac Pal as one of Iwatani's games. Okay, well that probably wasn't very good. It does mention that Pac Pal was also commercially unsuccessful for Namco. She just starts right off stealing my cherry. Stop it! I don't know what her name is. I guess it's just Pal. Is that something else I need to look up? Gosh dang it, this is distracting. Okay. I'm not going to pause it. What's her name? Let's see. What does Wikipedia say? This game largely based on Super Pac-Man. They tried to build on Super Pac-Man's concepts. It was going to be released by Midway under the name Pac-Man and Chomp Chomp in North America, which replaced Miru with Pac-Man's pet dog from Hanna-Barbera's animated adaptation of the series. Chomp Chomp was never released in America. Was limited to a run of 300 machines produced for several European countries. Wow, I want to see Chomp Shot anyway. This doesn't say... Oh, yeah, okay, the pal. Her name is Miru. She will carry the items towards the center box. And you get a larger bonus if Miru was not successful in stealing any of the items. The ghosts slow down while they're in that opaque orange box. But you can see their eyes, I guess? Oh. Okay. Okay, so... yeah. I kind of... like, Super Pac-Man, I don't really love, but it's... oh, you can stun him right through the walls. Okay. Like, Super Pac-Man at least kind of feels like a game, even though it does have too many, like, overlapping mechanics. So far, this feels just a little too bland. It's still confusing, but it also feels bland. Like, I don't really know what they were thinking with all this stuff. Like, why are you obscuring everything? Pac-Man doesn't obscure anything. Okay. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, the thing with Pac-Man is you can see everything at a glance. It's super easy to read. That was a huge part of the genius of the design, for Pete's sake. And this stunning thing is just goofy. And the noise balance is bad. Oh, that was weird. Perfect. Perfect. I guess I got the higher bonus for not letting her steal anything. Oh yeah, and then you got bonus levels. Now, I kind of like that. Oh wow, I don't think I ever found her before. See, but then it's over when you hit the... but again, that's all obscured and random, so I don't like that kind of bonus level. Actually, Super Pac-Man had a bonus level too, didn't it? That was kind of the similar idea. It's just, there's too much junk on the screen and too many colors. Oh, wait, why did the strawberry card disappear? Did it have something to do with her picking up the apple? Oh, wow. Now I'm just gassing them. Why am I gassing them? Does it change per level? Oh, that wasn't a ghost, that was... dang. I keep forgetting which item is the shoot your guns item. Look at all this junk. Where am I? Where's she going? What's she trying to steal? Stop stealing my stuff. Oh, heck. And she doesn't have to worry about the ghost, so... that thing's gone. Oh. Darn you, Miru. Why is the key always the last thing? Well... Give me my car. My Rally X car. Oh yeah, you can go in the ghost house like in Super Pac-Man, okay. Yeah, I don't... Like, I'm not super fond of Super Pac-Man, but I like this less. Like, Super Pac-Man, at least, like, when you got the giant growy stuff and the Power Pal, you were just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, and you're like turbo ripping all over. This doesn't have a turbo button, it's just got the one button, and that's your shooty button. When you've got the, whichever one it is, it lets you shoot whatever it is. I also don't super love this maze. It is more open than the Super Pac-Man maze. It's kind of surprising to me that they didn't go with, like, multiple mazes. Like, I mean... It was Miss Pac-Man's success that had spurred them to action anyway, right? I think. At least they sure would have known about it, and Miss Pac-Man had multiple levels. And then they're coming out with their attempted follow-ups that still only have one maze. It's like, I don't know if you guys are really picking up on what people like. That guy was way too fast. Well, hey, I cracked 40K. Yeah, I mean, like with Super Pac-Man, I never quite, these follow-ups by Namco never quite clicked with me. And after this, like, Namco kind of just gave up, I guess, didn't they? Like, Pac-Land must have been before these, or was Pac-Land after these? Wait a second. Pac-Land. Okay, here's a list of the Pac-Man arcade games. Pac-Man 1980, Miss Pac-Man, that was a bootleg. 81, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man, what the heck is that? That doesn't even link to anything. That just goes back to this page, to the timeline. Oh, that's a pinball game. Nice page linking here. Wikipedia. Super Pac-Man, Baby Pac-Man, that was a US made game. And I still have not played that because there's no, like, ports of it. Pac-Man Plus, what was that one? Oh yeah, it's nearly identical to Pac-Man. Eating a power pellet, no, that's the same thing. Oh. Tweaks to the graphics. A maze is green instead of blue. Ghosts are shorter and have a stem and leaf sticking out of their heads. Oh, this was a Bally hack. Eating a bonus item caused the ghost to turn both vulnerable and invisible and doubles their point value. That's weird. Well, so yeah, that was a Bally Midway thing, which is why you didn't see that. Midway advertised the game as the only legal Pac-Man conversion package and called it exciting and new. So they said it eliminates patterned play with, oh, so it randomized the movement a la Miss Pac-Man or something, maybe. The ghosts are faster and more aggressive. So that was, when was that? That was in 82, same year as Pac Pal. In fact, it was right before Pac Pal. Professor Pac-Man, is that a No, that was still an arcade game, a Bally Midway thing, quiz game. Junior Pac-Man. Oh, that was GCC who made Miss Pac-Man. The maze scrolls horizontally and has no escape tunnels. Why don't you have a screenshot of actual gameplay instead of just the weird title screen? Oh yeah, so Pac-Land wasn't until 84, actually. So that was kind of Namco's one good follow-up. I mean, some people like Pac-Mania, and I guess, well, I don't know. Pac-Mania was Namco, right? Yeah. That wasn't until 87, though. Then you get into, after that, it's console stuff, Pac Attack. Okay, anyhow, let's take another try at Pac and Pal. Oh yeah, by the way, so I have this new headset, ATH, that's Audio Technica, I guess, which is a Japanese company, actually. ATH M50X STS USB, which is they also call it the stream set. It's a gaming headset. They don't make a whole lot of gaming stuff, I guess, so they wanted to point that out by calling it stream set, for streamers or whatever. Give me my Galaga. I kind of like how they're pink and spinning. That's a cool graphic. So it can record in 24-bit instead of just 16-bit. So I switched it to that, but then it hadn't occurred to me that I should check if my recording format was handling 24-bit, because I was just using, I think it's the default sound encoder in OBS, which is AAC, and as it turns out, AAC is not encoding in 24-bit, it's only 16-bit. It's also compressed and lossy. So I switched to, with this episode, I've switched to the what's it called? PCM audio encoder. And that is uncompressed. Oh, great. So it's really random. I guess that randomizes the game, but was that a skill thing that's going to get me, probably a lot fewer points this run? Not really. That's just random chance, right? There's no way you can be better at that. I'm not paying attention. I got lucky. Oh yeah, they go slower through there. I don't like this music. Pac-Man never had music, but there's nothing, there's no dot equivalent that provides constant, pleasurable sound. So I guess they felt they had to stick in music, but this music is just gonna drive you insane after a while. It's just like goofy carnival music. Not quite carnival. Oh my gosh, it's like rubber room stuff. So yeah, anyway, recording in lossless PCM, which in fact YouTube's specification page, that's one of their recommended formats to use for the sound. I wish I could stun her. I can't turn sideways. So yeah, it does, in my I did a couple little tests to compare, and it does seem to sound a lot. My voice is much richer now, so I don't know. If you wanted my voice coming through more, then this might be good. If you just hate my voice, then this probably makes it worse, so I don't know. overall, it's probably for the best. It seemed to increase the size of my files that I need to upload by about 50%. But, actually probably less than that for graphically intense stuff. It increases the amount of data for the sound by a factor of almost 10, but that's pretty small anyway compared to, you know, the graphics, and especially in like a intense graphically 3D game like Elden Ring where the camera's rotating constantly and stuff. Now see, the music doesn't change when you go into this mode, which is... Oh, and I can't take the item. It looked like I couldn't take the item from her when I was in my blasting mode. So she got away with that Galaga or Galaxian or whatever because I was in the shooting mode. I don't want to play shooting games, so that's not making me like this. Oh, there's too many ghosts. Come back here, you. That's my orange. Oh. It's not a huge bonus there, really. Yeah, hooray! Yeah, that sucks. Don't you touch my pineapple. Or my melon. Oh boy. Oh god. There's too much colorful junk everywhere. Yeah, it's so hard to read where the ghosts are because of all the colorful objects everywhere. Not to mention Miru running all over the place. I like that green color for one player only. Is that Miru's color? That might be Miru's color. Oh, I have way too many credits. Okay, this might be the last time. I'm not super into this. It's, I mean, even... so there's unlocked items at the beginning of this stage. It's complicated. It's even more complicated, I feel like, than... Oh, so you can get more than 4 ghosts. Than Super Pac-Man. And yet it's also somehow... more dull, like Iwatani said he didn't really like his own game, Super Pac-Man, and he said, Wikipedia quotes him as saying something to the effect of, no doubt translated or something, that it was, that it just wasn't exciting enough or something. But this feels... even less exciting. But he wasn't working on this, so... I guess nobody cared what he thought about Super Pac-Man. I mean, was he... I gotta look this up now. Did he do anything for Namco really after Super Pac-Man? I mean, I know he eventually came back for, like... Oh wait, no, he didn't. Well, what? Why wasn't I shoot? Why didn't the shot? Why didn't the shot shoot? Like he was involved in Pac-Man Championship Edition somehow, wasn't he? Oh well, yeah, he made that's right. I'm thinking of the NES D-Make, which was made by a hacker, actually. Kind of taking it back to the old Miss Pac-Man roots, really. No, yeah, so, I mean, he did come back, you know, many years later and do Pac-Man Championship Edition. I think he did something or other for them in between, but I'll have to look. But, like, how much was he blamed for Super Pac-Man? Did they take him off big projects for a while? Is this supposed to be like Rally X? I guess in Rally X you could leave smoke screens or something, couldn't you? See, now I can't... Oh, well, I'm no longer big, so... Right. Oh, this music... Oh, jeez. I just can't... Like, the music is killer. It's... Well, and come to think of it, I mean, Pac-Man did have, you know, music, kind of. It had the escalating woo-woo, I mean, the ghost sounds, and the dot eating sounds, but this doesn't have either of those. It's so weird. Like, what? Like, did the people who make this even play Pac-Man? Did they... okay, I'll try one more. I mean, it's baffling. I can't remember now if Super Pac-Man has the ghost sounds. I'm not sure. I mean, the sounds in Pac-Man are so good. Like, how could you just, like, basically abandon that scheme? Oh, I'm in big trouble. So there's a key card, and then there's the key itself. If you get the key, the card disappears. So, like, where does she go when she doesn't have an item to get? Does she just go in circles? Looks like it. I mean, she's just going around the maze. I thought she was a ghost. It's just like so sedate, and there's just the random card flips, and it's just like, what? Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, this music. And then they make it a friggin' shooting game. That's just sad. No. You randomly screwed up. Your luck ran out. Like, if there's one thing Pac-Man ain't, it's a luck game. It's completely not. So I guess... Oh, see, that card didn't take... Oh, jeez. So you don't get any points for flipping a card. You do get points for... Well, like, I got points for that last item, but it didn't show a score after I picked it up. Or maybe it did. Oh, you get like 10 points for flipping a card. Oops, that was a miscalculation. Okay, well, I still got credits left. One last credit, maybe. No, my cherry, no. Okay. I mean, how do you decide that, oh yeah, dots don't matter, people don't like the dots, just get rid. We'll just focus on the bonus items, that's what people want. No, you boneheads. Eating the dots is what Pac-Man does, it's cool. The bonus items are the distractions, they're just there to lure you to your doom. But then he decided to make a game all about randomly luring you to your doom. You don't get to eat dots. Why let the player eat dots? Don't give players what they want. Give them what they should want. See, I can't eat that. Is it because I have too many items? I only had 2 showing. What the heck? Why couldn't I pick that up? Can I pick it up now? Okay, it's an S. What does that mean? Oh, so I got a matching S, so does that mean you have to flip 2 S cards to get your super? Now I'm Super Pac-Man? Is that what it is? Oh. Oh my gosh, she freaked me out. I keep forgetting I can go through that tunnel. I took the key, of course. Oh, end the level, Miru. At least this has different music. I mean, that's a break. Not that this is a great tune, but at least gets you away from that insanity-inducing main theme. That was funny. The tunnel disappeared. Does that happen every time? Every time you die? Like, why is she my pal? Why does your pal steal your stuff? Is it, like, sarcastic that she's called your pal? How did I get like 6 ghosts that one time, or was I just imagining that? I don't even get to finish these stages anymore. I'm not even playing the game, just let Miru play. And I don't suppose this had like 2-player where 1 player gets to play Miru. Like, that would have been something, but I don't think Wikipedia said anything about that having anything like that. Ooh. Red went back into the ghost house. Come on, bring me my melon, Miru. I keep forgetting about the tunnel, man. Can't handle this opaque tunnel. I can't tell what that is. Is that a lemon? Yeah, you'd like those cherries, wouldn't you, pal? Uh-oh. See him suckered chasing Miru. My Rally X. Why do they just go and run around in the ghost house? That's weird. Okay, here we go. Can I get my high score? Oh. Well, see, I skipped that one. If I'd gone for that at the start, I wouldn't have got any points. So, you know, high skill play there by me, right? Oh, I got this. Oh no. What is this game from? Or what game is this from? Oh, the ghost looks funny there. That's bright. Not paying attention. Miru stole my apple. No, my melon. I remembered about the tunnel that time. Look at me. Oh, that was brainless. Well, 50K. Okay. I'll play that old keyboard. That's like a player piano or something. Crank up the punch reel. I mean, I like that. That was good. Anyway, it's Pac Pal. Iwatani got booted and they made this without him. And it feels kind of more lifeless even than Super Pac-Man. So what was Iwatani up to then? Let's see. Oh, he was making Libble Rabble. Or at least Libble Rabble came out the same year. A twin stick puzzler. Which he called his favorite game. So he went from being disappointed with the game he made in '82, Super Pac-Man, to making his favorite game in '83. When he got away from Pac-Man franchise and made Libble Rabble. I mean, Libble Rabble looks kind of crazy, but it's got a lot of flashing stuff in it, so I'm never going to play it. There are ports of it. He also worked as a producer. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so 80, he designed Pac-Man. He'd made some stuff before that. GB, Bomb B, QDQ. 80, Pac-Man, and then he was a producer on Rally X in 80. I don't like Rally X a ton. It's a maze game, car theme. 81, he was producer on Galaga. I guess maybe that's where he got a taste for it. Oh no, he didn't do this shooting in Pac Pal. 82, producer on pole position. So obviously, those are big games for Namco. Then he came back as a designer for Super Pac-Man, which was a commercial failure, unlike the games that he'd produced in the meantime. Then he went back to being a producer. So in 83, instead of being a designer on Pac Pal, he was producing Pole Position 2. And then they let him design something else. But maybe I wonder if they told him, like, don't make a Pac-Man game. Or I wonder if he could call his own shots at that point, because Libble Rabble, like, what does this say about the design? It says Iwatani came up with the idea for the game after an experience at a crowded disco hall where he envisioned himself tying up people with ropes and throwing them out of the way. Also inspired by a game he played during his childhood. Okay, the game was known as Potato in early development. Namco considered making the game a tie-in with a potato chip manufacturer in Japan, but that fell through. Iwatani passed off development to Seiichi Sato due to being overwhelmed with other projects. So I guess he wasn't in the doghouse with Namco because they were giving him stuff. So, but it doesn't say on Wikipedia, as far as I've seen, whether the decision not to be involved with Pac Pal or whatever the next Pac-Man game was that him? Was that Iwatani making that decision? Like he just didn't want to be involved? He felt that he was tired of it, or that he'd failed and it was time for somebody else, or what? Or was it Namco who was like, no, you should probably do something else? But they were giving him, lots of stuff to do, apparently, or he was being allowed to do lots of other stuff, so. And then after Libble Rabble, he produced Pac-Land, and he directed Pac-Mania, although that wasn't until 87. And then, yeah, he was supervisor on Championship Edition, 20 years after Pac-Mania, and in between he was a producer on 3 games across the 80s and 90s. Quester, Ridge Racer, I mean, that's a big one. And Time Crisis is another big one. What the heck is Quester? Oh, it's a Arkanoid clone. 87. When did Arkanoid come out? 86. Taito made Arkanoid in 86. Namco shamelessly made a clone called Quester in 87. Produced by the designer of Pac-Man, who anyway did not work on Pac Pal, which kind of feels a bit lifeless, and I don't know. Like having a sort of semi-mischievous, I guess they're just straight up mischievous, quote unquote pal AI running around is an interesting idea. I wouldn't say it's a great idea for a action intensive game like this, because it's just so distracting. And there's a lot of distractions going on here. Yeah, I mean, I think I like Super Pac-Man more, but that's not saying much because I don't really like Super Pac-Man. Anyway, that was Pac Pal. Thanks for watching. I think I'm just gonna stick to, Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man for the time being. Yeah, anyway, see you later. Bye.